All right, good evening and welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, but we're super excited because we've got the beautiful Jo launching her business tonight, so we can't wait to hear from her. We jump on a few times throughout the week just to share our results and what we're looking forward to and what sort of happened to us with an amazing program, product and opportunity. It's just a gentle way of doing it because it's just something that we feel that we need to share, and we just don't want to be selfish, and I guess in some ways. So what the product is that we're going to be sort of chatting about tonight and program-wise is Juice Plus. Juice Plus has literally been around for over 28 years now, so it's not a new fad. It's not something new that's just coming yesterday and it's going to go out the door tomorrow. It's all based around whole foods. Very different to what we're used to. No synthetic, no artificial ingredients. It's all designed about bridging the gap in your diet. Bridging the gap in your diet between what you are eating and what you should be eating, which is pretty cool because most of the other products out there, supplements and multivitamins, they're there to support your diet, I guess, but they are full of a lot of synthetic and artificial ingredients, and your body doesn't actually even recognize half of what you're swallowing, and you excrete it in what we call disco wee. And you've probably noticed it yourself a little bit in the past, thinking you were dehydrated, but it's literally your body excreting what it doesn't recognize. So Juice Plus is very different. This is our hero product, our fruits, vegetables and berries, our micronutrients, which is literally an extra variety of 27 fruits, vegetables and berries getting into our bodies on a daily basis. Look, government states we should be having about 3 to 5 serves a day, and stats blow my mind in that only less than 5% of adults are even doing that. But science actually suggests we should be having more to the lines of 9 to 13. And even for me, I love juicing and smoothing and eating my 3 to 5 meals a day. But that's really hard to do each and every day. And, not every day is perfect. So to know that I can do that and bridge that with my healthy diet, so I've still got to eat and still have this there to support me and be my bulletproof, I guess, have that there is pretty amazing. I love the fact that it is all fresh produce that goes into this product. There's nothing synthetic, artificial, like I said. Our farms that actually grow our produce that go into our capsules are 3 generations old, all right? And our factories are co-located with our farms, so there's no need for any sprays, waxes, chemicals to go onto the produce, and everything is vine ripened. And what do I mean, like vine ripening is so important is because our fruits and vegetables aren't necessarily vine ripened. One being that we don't like to eat them vine ripened because they're starting to actually lose their colour. They're starting to soften a little bit. And that means that they're not at their highest nutritional value. When they are grown, they're most likely nowadays getting grown in deprivated soil. They're getting picked, like I said, well before their full nutritional value. Then they are sprayed with various chemicals because they've got to have a long journey to our supermarkets, which we then see the produce a week or 2 later. Then we purchase it, we take it home, we wash it, we clean it, we peel it, we pip it, and then in a lot of cases we cook it. So there goes more nutrients out of the produce. The produce that goes into here, like I said, it gets to be vine ripened, no sprays, waxes, chemicals, goes straight into our factories where it's washed and cleaned, and then through a pulping process, and this includes the peel, the pip, some of the stem, even the stalk. It goes through that pulping process, and slowly all that liquid is removed, coincidentally the sugar, which is a good thing. And then it's dried in a cooling process, not a heating process. So it keeps all those live micronutrients, phytonutrients, and live enzymes still all intact, and then popped into a nice little capsule, that is all plant-based as well. So it's vegan, vegetarian, and all soluble. So it breaks down really quickly. Obviously, we all absorb nutrients differently, so that can take, 3 to 7 minutes for it to get into your body, into your bloodstream, and go to work. And what I mean by going to work is inflammation is different in each and every one of us. So my results are totally different to my husband's, as they would be to you. Inflammation can show up in skin, acne, psoriasis, eczema. It can show up in liver and kidney health, bowels. It can be your immunity, how you're sleeping, all these beautiful things that can be affected by your insides not running correctly. By adding Juice Plus, it just builds up that variety, that rainbow effect. I mean, even just looking at the beautiful lid there, that rainbow getting into your body on a daily basis, like attracts like. So by putting that into your body daily, you're actually craving more water, more fruits and vegetables, instead of the salty things, the sugar things, the fried things, which is a great thing also. I also love the fact that the actual label itself has no warning. So this is safe if you're pregnant, safe if you're breastfeeding. This was a massive tick for me because when I started the product, I was breastfeeding still, so I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing for not only me, but also for my baby. So that's a huge thing too, unless you are, allergic to one of the produce that go into you. So for instance, the fruit blend has apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry, and date. Not all things I can get into my body on a daily basis, but knowing that they're in there is pretty amazing. Each one of those produce has a great, nutritional value on its own, but the fact that it's being put in there in that group means that it's working a lot stronger in synergy than it is on its own. So that's pretty amazing. I love also the fact that this product has had over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on it. Yes, Juice Plus helped fund those studies, but, to have that gold label on there that peer-reviewed, that's unheard of. We've got 3 ongoing studies at the moment, one being the Kids Eat Free study. So when any adult looks after their health, and takes our capsules, they get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. So it's definitely a company with a big heart because they're trying to, get those stats back on diabetes and obesity and starting with our children, which is pretty amazing. So the children can either take the fruit and vegetable capsule or they can have it in a yummy chew form. It's still the same powder that goes into the capsule, but it's joined with an all plant-based tapioca. So they're just a yummy little chew for the kids. But as a parent, knowing that my child could get an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables into their little body each day, even if they've had a day with grandma, and I know that grandma's spoiling them rotten, to know that they're still getting their chew, I feel safe knowing that they're covered. Not that grandma just feeds them sugar and sweets, but, that's what they're meant to do. But, huge things in that study already. Kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behaviour. For my children, respiratory. And that's definitely why I'll stay on Juice Plus for life. So huge things already. And, children are super fussy. One day they'll eat broccoli, the next day they'll hate it. One day they want tomato on their sandwich, the next day they won't. So knowing that you can get that in there and create that craveability into their little taste buds, I guess, at an early age is pretty amazing also. So that's our micronutrients, getting all the engine running smoothly and as it should be. Because I know for me, I had a very healthy diet and I didn't think I needed this. But, adding this has really changed a lot of things on the inside. And, I've had massive changes myself, which is awesome. Obviously, you've still got to eat because this is based around a healthy diet, just there to bridge the gap because we're all super busy. Lifestyle is crazy nowadays. I mean, it was crazy back in the old days as well, but it just seems everybody's super busy and we're all going for convenience and obviously cheap too because fruits and vegetables are constantly getting more and more expensive. So, bridging the gap between your 3 and 5 meals can be a little bit hard and people, lots of mums, I was definitely one of those, was living off coffee and toast in the mornings. But instead of, you can now replace it with this amazing complete powder, come in 2 yummy flavours, chocolate and vanilla. But they've got over 30 plant-based ingredients in there and they actually taste nice. So nothing synthetic, nothing artificial in there. Natural sugar from stevia and sugar cane, but then it's got all these beautiful things in there like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, millet, pumpkin, mushroom. It's covering your good fats, your complex carbohydrates, obviously your protein and your fibre. It's got vitamin B in there, vitamin D, complex vitamin B niacin, which is a beautiful mood balancer, which assists with anxiety and depression. So once your body starts working really well and you get that extra energy with your capsules, adding these as well, we're seeing massive results there also. These weren't designed to be a meal replacement, but if you add the right things and you've got weight to gain or weight to lose, they can definitely assist with that also. So these are great for the kids at 3 p.m. or for you when you need a sugar fix. They make any green smoothie taste great and they're great for pre and post workout also. And then Juice Plus just felt there was one more gap that they wanted to bridge, something that we can't generate naturally in our bodies. And you know what? Either can the fish, and that's omega. All right, we've all been having those our omega tablets to bridge that gap in our diets, and we're left with that aftertaste. And for a lot of vegetarians, they're not able to bridge that gap because of the fish. So Juice Plus has come up with an all plant-based omega. They've skipped the fish. They've gone straight to algae, along with raspberry, tomato, sea buckthorn, pomegranate, and safflower oil, all in a beautiful capsule, which gives you that omega-3, which is pretty amazing. And that's heart, joint inflammation, again, brain, eyes, all those beautiful things that not thought you needed to get from the fish, and fish were getting it from the algae. So it's pretty amazing we've got that. We've only had it since late last year, and we're seeing amazing results with that as well. So that's literally our products to get them sort of done and dusted, get them over with at the start. We don't have some crazy big catalogue. We've just got the 4 products, and one of them is for the children, which is beautiful. But what I love also is we're part of an amazing team. We all come from all shapes of life, contractors to teachers, doctors to nurses, nutritionists, PTs, management, whatever. We all come from all these beautiful places, and we bring something amazing to this team. And a group of our team got together and built what we call the Juicy Body Transformation, headed by the wonderful Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist. She's a mother of 2, but she was also runner-up on MasterChef 2014 Top 10. So she's an absolute foodie. And what they've gone and done is create this amazing program. It's actually all online, and you get to have access to it for free for life once you do Juice Plus just once. All right, it's not a calorie counting, it's deprivation free, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle program. It's something for the whole family to use and utilize. It's got over 300 odd recipes from Kira, and then we've got another 800 odd recipes in our private group where you get to share your journey and be supported throughout that journey. We've got now 7 ebooks in that program, something for the kids, there's a gourmet cleanse, there's a detox, there's something for the blokes. And it's all these yummy recipes that you normally want and crave, but the whole food version of it. It helps you meal plan, because let's face it, if you're not planning for success, you're not going to have success in your diet and in your nutrition. It really gets people into the kitchen and understanding the importance of getting that rainbow on your plate without keeping you locked in the kitchen for hours. So definitely some amazing recipes in there, and a really big learning thing for anybody, because I think a lot of people want to make that shift with their health and with their journey, but they just don't know how to. And this program is really amazing for that. So now I'm going to bring that to life a little bit, and a couple of the girls are going to share some of the results they've had on the program. So I'm just going to grab Candice. So Candice, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had so far, and why do you love sharing it?
Hi, Jana. Thanks for letting me share tonight. Juice Plus came into my life about 15 months ago, and before Juice Plus I was a stay-at-home mum of 2 kids, now 6 and 4, and I was just mentally and physically exhausted from looking after them and running the home and trying to look after myself. I've suffered from endometriosis from the age of 19, so that, along with looking after the kids, just really started to make my health spiral into really a bad thing. Along with the endo came postnatal depression, the early signs of that, which again was something that just added to my day in craziness. So I was pretty excited about the product and what it could do for me, and just excited to ultimately get just more energy to help me focus and help myself, my kids and my hubby. When I first got on the product, I did start to feel the energy within a couple of weeks, which was pretty awesome. And as the months went on, just my health, it just really changed dramatically. Fast forward 15 months and the skin condition that I had, dermatitis, has now disappeared. The bowel problems that I had from my endo is gone. Digestive issues have gone, and my endo is, it's really not there anymore, which is really awesome. The pain's so much more minimal and manageable, and I can live my day happy now, which is pretty cool. I really just want to share this product, because if I would have known about it, and the amazing changes that it could have within my health, oh my goodness, I would have taken it so many years ago. And there's so many women that are suffering from endometriosis now, It's so very common in so many young girls, mums now too. And if I can help spread the word of what this product can do, that's all I can do, and pretty excited that I have that gift now that I can do that. So yeah, thanks for letting me share, Jana.
Thank you, Candice. You've got an amazing story, and you're right, it is so much more common now. So thank you so much for sharing. I'm also going to grab Charlotte. So Charlotte, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had so far? I know you're only new on the product, and why do you love sharing it?
Hi. Well, Juice Plus came into my life through Stacey, who's not on tonight. She's another twin mum who I met through the Multiple Mums Network here in New Zealand. And she was raving about all this extra energy and how good she was feeling, and also wanting to get back to kind of her healthy pre-baby self. Before I had the kids, I was running half marathons, eating really well. I kind of I was really spoilt for time, really. And since having the kids, I've certainly had to discover that I'm not able to train and not able to kind of fit that sort of stuff into my lifestyle the way I used to. So she grabbed me at an opportune time, because I said, like, what's this health stuff you're on about? And all of a sudden she introduced me to Juice Plus, and I was just like, this is something I can live and preach. I'm looking for something to sink my teeth into and to earn some money at the same time. So why don't I get healthy, get back to being me, and make some money doing it? So for me, I was sold on the product straight away. It was a no-brainer. It was about healthy, whole foods. And so that's just what I did. And since taking the product, I have felt amazing. I've had clearer skin, so much more energy. I can have a restless night with one of my kids and still be able to function the next day as if I hadn't had a restless night. I've got fewer menstrual cramps when I've had my period, like zip to zilch to none, like so much better. And my eyes are brighter. So those are just some of the few things that I've experienced since I've been on it. So for me, I really look forward to like what's to come. And I'm really excited to share it with people, because it's just about doing something good for yourself. Like, why wouldn't you want to do something good for yourself? It makes you a better parent, it makes you a better person, a better spouse, a better contributor to society. So for me, I get to share that with other people, help other people do that. So that's kind of why I'm really excited to be here, even though it is 5 to 11.
In New Zealand. Thank you so much. And you're so right. I think more so mums, I think we get we get lost in looking after ourselves. So you do end up with the leftovers and, the easier things to prepare. So I'm excited for you, Charlotte. I can't wait for you to get the full extent of the results, and hopefully you're still loving it and raving about it. Beautiful. So before we hear from Joe, I'm just going to touch a little bit on the business and squish a couple of those myths that do come up when people check out the opportunity. I mean, this is about the program product and just sharing a little bit about why we've chosen to go down that path. And I know when I decided to do this, I had a lot of people reach out to me saying, oh, what are you doing? It's one of those structures, one of those schemes. And I didn't really understand what they meant, because I knew for me, I was a 1980s baby, and what they were talking about was in the 1970s. So it took me a little while to get my head around it. But once I realised what they meant, I think all traditional businesses are pyramid structure. When you look at it, we all come in at that intern level, or you can't even come in the middle level or second level, but there's only ever one. I've come from the Department of Defence to Department of Human Services, and that was the Chief of Defence or the MP. I was never going to be either of those, even though I was career driven, and I had to elbow and kick and make sure I looked, stood out over everybody else all the time. And sometimes it wasn't what I knew, it was who I knew. So I love this because it's literally that on its head. I don't grow in this business unless I help people. I lift them up and I take them along with me on that journey. If they want it, we can go as slowly, as quickly as we want. And there isn't one person sitting pretty in this organisation. We all get that opportunity to go all the way to the top, which I love. But the one thing that I was concerned about when I jumped onto this business, because I had come from the Defence over to Department of Human Services, I hadn't been using social media a great deal. One, because my job didn't allow it, and two, because I had 2 young children, and I was just, a little bit funny about it. If anything, I deleted all the friends on there I had before children. So I didn't think I knew enough people. But the person that, invited me along to this opportunity, who I'd never met before, I just found her on social media, and she ticked all my values with what she was suggesting. It was health, it was wellness, it was family, it was work on my own terms. It all just sounded a little bit too good to be true, to be honest, but she answered all my questions, and this one. And she did teach to teach, showed me how to share it with a few friends and family, how to look after my health and share that journey on social media. I found a few beautiful people to jump on board with the product and program, from my work, from my gym, from mum's group and different things like that. But also what I found was a few beautiful people that wanted something more. I think we all get trapped in that we're an adult now, we don't get to dream anymore, or we don't deserve that. And this is where things really started to really shift for me. I had all these beautiful people wanting to jump on the opportunity as well. I had my best friend, Linz, who got a bit of FOMO. She knew that I loved health and the product made sense to her. And once she realised she could get her money back as well, she jumped on board. I had Catherine from my mother's group, and she had amazing results 2 months in. She shared that on social media and it went viral. And she wanted me to reply to them all. I said, hey, why don't you have a go? Get your product cheaper, or get it for free, or make a bit of money out of it. And then there was Steph. Steph was just the love bug. Couldn't believe we hadn't heard about this program and product earlier, and she just wanted to share it with more people. I showed these girls exactly how to share, what Lauren had shown me, how to share it with a few friends and family. Launch like Joe did tonight and share it with a few friends and family while we learn how to talk about it. And the same thing happened to these girls. They found a few people that wanted something more, whether they wanted the product cheaper, whether they wanted a holiday fund, whether they wanted to pay off their credit card, or reduce their mortgage, or just share it with some people, because it's still, so new in Australia and New Zealand. And this thing just kept, from teach to teach. The girls did exactly what I showed them, and it just, popcorned out, which was beautiful, super organic, super beautiful. And the fact that, who did Lauren know at the beginning? Well, she didn't even know me. But now she knows Lindsay, Catherine, she'll meet Joe, she'll meet Charlotte at some stage. All because we just, fell in love with the program and product, wanted to share our results and our health journey. That accountability is something quite big when you take on your health. And that's just literally how it is. I didn't need to know many people, but now I know all these beautiful people. It's such a community and relationship business, and definitely a personal development one, which has been amazing. So now I'm going to grab Joe, and Joe's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's looking forward to herself, and why the business made sense to her.
Thanks, Jana. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for coming along tonight. Juice Plus came into my life through my really amazing friend Charlotte. So she's a really busy mum of twins, and I just love that she's able to work from home in a health-focused business and spend more time with her kids. So I love that business is all about nutrition and health and sharing your journey and inspiring others. And the biggest change that I'm trying to make for myself is my own health and well-being, which hasn't been a priority for a while. So I'm hoping Juice Plus can do that. I've heard some pretty amazing stories from other people using the product and following the program, and I'm excited to have that for myself. I've been following it now for about nearly 2 weeks, and I feel fantastic. I'm loving the recipes. I've lost 2.5 kilos. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, even so with the product, even though I'm trying to eat healthy, I still find that I'm not getting enough fruit and vegetables in my diet. So yeah, really looking forward to that. These capsules are going to bridge the gap between what I am getting and what my body needs. And yeah, the business makes sense to me because I want to be able to work for myself. I want to be my own boss. We've got a beautiful property out here that I'd rather be enjoying. And my partner, Tim, he works away. So when he is home, I want to be able to focus on what we're creating here. So, and at this stage, the goal for my business is just, freeing up some cash to spend on other things. We're building a house this year and every sort of cent is going towards that. And I want to be able to have some extra income to spend on travel and weekends away and visiting friends and family. And yeah, Jana, like you were saying, it's a community, like I've had such a great time reconnecting with friends over the last couple of weeks, and it can be pretty isolating out here. So it's been really awesome to do that. And then all the, incredible women that I'm meeting that are making Juice Plus work for them. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. I appreciate the support, and yeah, I think it's going to be a great product, and I hope that you do too. So get yourselves and your family involved, and yeah, even just the product or join the program. So thanks, Jana.
You're so welcome. Well done. And that's your second one, and you did so well. So I can't wait to see what you grow and how this works out for you, Jo. And like you said, the community being out on the farm and having that support to help you, grow this amazing business is pretty amazing also. All righty. So now I'm just going to finish it up with a little bit of the fun money on how we get paid. We're really lucky we can share this amazing program and product in over 29 countries. But here in Australia and New Zealand, we're on the same business plan, and I reckon it's the best business plan out of the other countries. I have to be biased. But we get paid in retail profit. We get paid in commission, which builds up what we call our residual income or our beach money. And all we do really is pay out a one-off yearly fee of $165 to have this business. And that blows my mind, because I owned a traditional business. I had a restaurant for 3.5 years, and I spent a fortune when I purchased it. And then I also had weekly, monthly and yearly ongoing costs to keep that running. I just pay $165. I look after my health and my family's health, and then I share it with friends and family and social media around me. No pushy door sales or anything like that. I just, I'm just genuine and I share my story, which is really wonderful. And how else we get paid is by bonuses. All right. These are as an incentive to help us grow our business, to help us grow wide and quickly at the beginning, so we can understand what sort of money is on the table later on. So if we don't hit them, it's not a big deal. But our first big one that's on the table is a $400 bonus, a $400 bonus for you, but also for your teacher, because this is a teach-to-teach business, and that's for senior direct virtual franchise. And that probably means you've gone and shared the business with maybe one to two people. I don't know what that. There we go, 1 to 2 people. And you've probably got quite a few little clients underneath you that you're now giving customer care to and really looking after. So that's pretty amazing. So you get that if you reach that one, and your teacher gets that for helping you get there. The next one is sales coordinator. And if you hit that one, that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. And it probably means you probably share this gift or this opportunity with maybe, 5 to 8 people. All right. And look, people come in for, like I said, all different reasons, we just look after them and guide them for what they want. Success is different in everybody's eyes. So it's always our job to figure out, how to help them as best we can. The next one is senior sales coordinator, and that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. And by then you've probably got a really amazing business. You've probably got about 10 to sort of 16 people. Frontline this is, and then you've probably got about another 30 underneath them. And things really do start to change here, where you spend your time, where you're doing your work, how you're going to do your business going forward. It's really exciting because you've got all these beautiful people that you've already, invited to this amazing opportunity. So you want to help them create the same sort of success you have. The next one is QNMD. All right, that's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. All right, by then you've probably got a front line of around 20, and you've probably got about 80 odd team underneath there. So that's a really amazing business. You really understand where people are getting drawn to you, where your tribe sort of based. And it's really a lot of fun. You're definitely meeting a lot of people. You're growing yourself, and things really are starting to change there. Then the top one is National Marketing Director, which we can all get to. And that's a $3,000 bonus for you and only you, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money and they definitely don't need it. And you're on about $80,000 to $120,000 yourself a year, which is pretty amazing. So I'm just going to end it off with, sort of how I came into it. I was working full-time, being in the government sector, working for 10.5 years, 11 years when I found this. So I'd switched over from the Defence to Department of Human Services while I was on mat leave. So I was a mum of 2 by then, and I was leaving a 11-month-old and a 3-year-old in full-time care. I thought I was doing the right thing, thought I needed to be working full-time to bring in that income, and my husband the same. but we were so time poor. I was missing out on all those beautiful milestones. I had someone else bringing up my children, so I was watching them walk the second or third time after other people had done so. And I was in that crossroad of what do I do for kinder. So when this opportunity came up, I already had heard of Juice Plus. I was researching it for my husband. He's a typical bloke, wanted to eat meat and potato, but I was that crazy wife that was juicing and smoothing and thought I was getting plenty. So when I found out there's an opportunity with this, I jumped on board purely to get my product a bit cheaper. Get a bit cheaper, maybe make a little bit of money. 4 months in, I was able to go part-time from my new full-time government job, which I got a promotion for. So there was good money there, but I just had no time, and it was so much pressure. Once I realised that I could reduce that sort of hours already and replace that, why not try and replace the whole lot? And I did that. Within 10 months, I shared with enough people, helped enough people create their own journey, that I was able to leave my full-time job and be at home with my children. Never thought that possible, never even considered doing it, to be honest. But now I've been at home with my children since January last year, so I've got to do kinder, I've got to be home with my baby, and now I'm doing school drop-offs this year, all because I said what if, and then just shared my journey. So it's different for everyone. Like I've said quite a few times, it could be purely just to get the product cheaper. It could be purely to share with a few people or to have a holiday. But in saying that, some people just love our program and product and want to take care of their health. So I want to say a massive congratulations to Jo for launching for the second time tonight. Thank you for all the lovely guests that jumped on and supported her. If you are watching this recording and we didn't answer all your questions, please reach out to whoever did invite you and get those questions answered. A massive thank you also to the girls who shared their stories tonight, because I know that can be quite nerve-wracking. And hopefully we see you all again soon. But we jump on a few times a week, so if you do want to have another listen again, make sure you let someone know also. So thank you and good